Now we review the 2024 release of Mean Girls. Really? This is so first world! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have something to admit to you. I am Richard, and that's not what I'm admitting. I admit that all the time. This is Random Street Theater, and I have never seen the original Mean Girls. Yeah, never saw it. I know, as a movie reviewer, you would assume that I would at some point have seen and reviewed that movie. But no, I'm not a big fan of movies about issues. This is a movie about issues. So, you know, I generally shy away from it. I have never seen the actual movie where they talk about fetch. So why did I see the 2024 version? Because everybody else saw it, and you might care about my opinion. But this actually does mean that I am the perfect person to review Mean Girls 2024, because I can't compare it to the first one. Yeah, so the premise is that you have this woman who has been homeschooled, and she is going to go to high school in a place where really rich people live. So you look at these rich people, and, you know, they have the ultra-rich people who are the plastics. She gets adopted by the clique of the plastics. And I have to be completely honest with you. All these people are plastic to me, right? So there is this plot about this one girl trying to get back at the plastics through the main girl. I don't remember anyone's name in this movie except for Gretchen. That's because I used to know a girl named Gretchen. And Gretchen apparently is the one that gets abused by the main villain girl the most. And yeah, but the thing is that everyone in this movie is actually pretty plastic. I mean, there is probably the most memorable character. There's this obese African American gay man, and he's just the wonderful lump of gay. I mean, this man is captivating. He should have been the star of this film because he's just such a wonderful character. I want to know more about him. Why does he wear those shirts? It's not just because he's gay. There's a reason. And he's the most interesting character, but he's putting on a show. You know, it's I've been told. You know, it's this old story. I was working at a hotel, and the gay pride parade went by, and, you know, I was standing next to one of the guys that worked there who was gay, and this man walks in wearing assless chaps with his hiney hanging out, and we just say, well, he's probably not going to wear that again, so we're not going to say anything to him, but this is a family place. And, you know, the gay worker turns to me and says, that's not gay. That's I need attention. Okay? And this is one of those things that we do have to realize about homosexuals, is that they're just people. They don't necessarily look all that different from other people. They're not all fabulous. And not all people that are fabulous are gay. So this particular gay man is putting on a show, as almost everyone in this movie is putting on a show. And it's like, yeah, you've got the fake people being fake, and these other people being fake to own the fake people, and everybody is crying and being annoying, and no one is out there really trying to do anything reasonable that has any impact on their lives. These are people with no money problems. They're people who, in the modern day, exist only in Beverly Hills and, you know, Bel Air and places where there's a lot of affluence. And I don't even know if this should be considered a public school at this point. So it's just one of those concepts is that I have to say, I don't believe what's going on here, because I don't believe this woman whose mother has a job at a museum is going to be living in a neighborhood where she's going to this school. You know, that's That's what stood out to me, was actually the socioeconomic implausibility of the overall script. And how much I hated everyone and wanted them to die, except for, of course, that particular gay man who was incredibly interesting. The other characters I either disliked or had no opinion of. So, this then brings us down to, well, it is a well-made film. The production quality is very high, there are large dance numbers, there's a lot of singing. None of the songs in this movie are catchy. You're not going to be humming, and none of them get stuck in your head. There's no, let it go song in there, you know. There's no... There's no song like, you know, Phantom's Music of the Night. You're not going to be playing this music a week from now, after you watch this thing going, yeah, this is awesome. No, you're just going to be like, okay, that was music. It was there. It was very unappealing. It didn't offend me in any way, but it didn't draw me in. It didn't make me want to watch anymore. I didn't enjoy the dance numbers. They were generic and bland. And this whole movie is just incredibly vanilla from start to finish. So there's that. There is a lot of what is referred to as fan service in the modern day. Like, you know, there are a few cleavage shots, you know, and I looked up many of these actors and said, are they old enough to be hot? And in some cases, we don't know. In other cases, yes, they are old enough for you to look at this person and be hot and say, yes, I would like to bang that person. But do understand, unless you're a 14-year-old boy and your parents haven't given you a phone yet, there's nothing particularly in this movie you're not going to be able to find anywhere else. So yes, there are hot chicks in this movie. They run around being hot. And in fact, when I saw the main hero and the main villain meet each other for the first time, I thought, wow, she's hot. And apparently a lesbian? Are those two gonna bang? Because those two look like they're gonna bang, you know? And they didn't. There was no developing female relationship between them. So I was disappointed in that. So, yeah, look. Mean Girls, the 2024 version is forgettable. It's not very poignant. It does have points to make. They're important points. They're solid and heavy-handed morals. But this film does not expand on them. It does not enforce them. It does not press you into them. It feels like it's watered down and a lesser copy of something great. So this does make me want to watch the original Mean Girls more. But, you know, if you have the option of going to a theater or renting this online, do understand that watching the original would probably be the better option. And if it's not streaming, someone probably has a DVD of it, or even, I don't know if it's old enough to be on VHS, but, you know, that's the thing. You know, go watch the original, which apparently is very good. Maybe watch this one afterwards, because watching the original might give you more of a boost in understanding this one and enjoying the points it makes. But anyway, that's just my opinion, and I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. I'm Richard. Greetings, humans! Your old pal Randall here again, reminding you to comment, like, and subscribe. You see, I got my bracelets from Ferocian, and I got another medal from the Conqueror. Yeah, look at that, see? See? That's got an Easter Island head on it. Because if you can't afford to go to Easter Island, you can go and walk Easter Island virtually by going to the Conqueror. You could not screw up the environment by traveling to Easter Island. You could just get this, plant 5 trees, and then walk on your own and learn about Easter Island, because I send you postcards. And if you comment, like, and subscribe, you can help the guy that owns this channel buy things like this so he can plant trees, and buy bracelets like this from Ferocian so he can pull trash out of the ocean and make a better world for you. And it isn't going to cost you anything. So don't you have something to say? I mean, shouldn't you in the comments down below say how grateful you are that this man has planted so many trees and pulled so much trash out of the ocean and did all those good things for you? No? Ungrateful human? I should eat your face!